Hi, I'm Craig, and this is my buddy Josh, and we're at a called Legendary event where we get to learn breakthroughs, a process on learning how to have better, how we can improve our people's skills and just who we are. But I brought Josh in here because, Josh, tell us about yourself, how you met Chris, what you do, and why you got into investing.
Okay, so first off, Chris is amazing. If you haven't gone to UFD, you need to make it there. You make it where we're at right now is one of the most incredible learning and growing experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I'm the CEO of a small solar company, and we do, $3 to $5 million in revenue currently per year.
That's even higher than a teacher's salary, I'm just telling you. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, so we do a pretty dang good job as a company, and one of the things in our profession that we're highly focused on is self-improvement. It helps with the sales, it helps with leadership, it helps with all of those things. I have not seen any personal development strategy or technique or anything better than what is done with Chris here. And the neat thing is, Chris is also a boss at real estate investing. So the way that I met Chris was actually, I bought his house that he retired in. He was 26 years old when he retired into this house. It's 10,000 square feet. It's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous piece of property. And again, think about this, a 26-year-old crushing it at real estate. He was making like $12,000 a month in passive income as a child. And basically he understands math, he understands the market. He has, 18, he's got like 18 years of experience in the industry. He went through 2008, crushed it in 2008 when everybody else was losing everything. He was absolutely crushing it and succeeding because of the strategies that he has. So he's somebody who I absolutely trust. Implicitly, explicitly, every single way. Like he is one of the most trustworthy, awesome guys that I've ever met. I've spent time with him personally, one-on-one, and I've got to say, I've met people before. I've seen people, listen to people who I thought they were really awesome, really neat, and I had these high expectations, and then I meet them, and it's like, this dude's a douchebag. With Chris, I saw his videos, was like, man, this sounds like a really neat guy, and I met him, and it was the opposite. He was better than I ever expected he was going to be.
I agree there. And just for someone who's like, they don't know anything about real estate, because that's scary to go invest out of state.
Yeah.
But you've been in business, so how do you feel on zero risk to like 100% investing in whatever, something real risky? What do you feel this is with real estate? If someone has money in an IRA or something where they don't know anything about real estate, but they want to invest. What do you think about that with your experience?
So one of the things Chris talks about at the event is actually this idea of people say, hey, low risk means low reward. High risk means high reward. And Chris actually has a podcast that's called Have It All. Highly, highly recommend it. What he said is basically, you can have it all. You can have lower risk and higher return. And that's the real estate strategies that he has. The contracts are structured in a way that is less risk to the landlord, less risk to the investor. And the way that it's done is the way that's helping people out. If you haven't read Chris's book, it's one of the books the first book I'd recommend you reading is The Straight Path to Real Estate Wealth. I would recommend listening to it on Audible. It's read by the author, and you'll get to know a little bit more of his.
How many books have you listened to this year?
30. So I've listened to 30 books on Audible. If you don't have Audible, get Audible. Listen to as many books as you possibly can. So I have read a lot of books. I usually read somewhere between 20 to 30 books every year. This year I'm going to be reading 50. That book that Chris read, that's one of the reasons I'm here, is because it is the best book I have ever listened to in my entire life. And it's because it was read by Chris, and he expounds upon it in the book, and it's just, you get to see his personality and you get to see who he is in his soul, basically. It's really, really neat.
Yes. Well, thank you, Josh. And one reason I brought Josh in here, I know my son, he had met Josh and his wife, and we're just getting out to be credible with you guys, so that we have both met Chris multiple times, and he's a credible guy. So whatever you understand, if you go through this, it's high integrity, and I appreciate you coming and listening and talking.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.